Should you quit programming? That's a great question, and by the end of this video, you'll have your answer. What's up everyone? Antonio here. So you aren't sure if you should quit programming or not. That's a tough question, as I've had this question before and I know other people have as well. So let's give it a stab. I want to talk about two different people for this video. First, we have Jose. Jose's been programming since he's 12, and at that time, he was really interested in game development. His entire life, he's always been a little bit more on the quiet side, introverted side, who loves to program. For the last 7.5 years since he graduated college, he's been a back-end developer at the same company. Recently though, he's felt a little stagnant at his job. He wants to feel like he's making progress and moving up in his career. Now, a few days ago, a client came to him and his team and asked them to update a project that he worked on 7.5 years ago when he started. But here's the thing, he really wanted to work on this brand new project from a new client that he would have been asked to be the lead developer on, and one that would help him advance his career. So now he feels like he wants to quit his job. He's afraid of quitting his job because he's okay with it. It doesn't really affect him super negatively, but this job and programming is all he's known for years. Now, second, we have Veronica. She heard about becoming a software engineer because it's a good job to have. Pays well, good work-life balance, could work remotely sometimes. So she decided to major in computer science at Dartmouth College. She graduated with a 3.9 by studying her butt off. And now she's working at her third programming job. And just like the other ones, she started feeling a little bored at this point. This feeling of boredness has caused her to be a little bit disinterested in her work. She's thinking about quitting, but she's afraid of letting her family and friends know that she's gonna leave this good, stable job to potentially pursue a career in something else, something that she's more interested in. Now, I came up with a tiny flowchart for this video for you to figure out if you should be quitting your job or not. And the first question you have to ask yourself is, why did you start programming? What is your why? Now, to answer this question, it can come from two primary reasons, in my opinion. First is that you actually enjoy programming and you want to do it. Or second, you wanted to make money quickly, or the job stability got you there. So if you started programming with the intent to solely make money, remember, this has to be the primary reason why, because it can be a good reason to get the job still, even though if you like it, then you're in the wrong field. Now I wanna ask you a follow-up question. Can you make money in other ways? The answer is yes. Then quit. The answer is no. Then I suggest you keep working and you experiment on the side to find new ways and new things that you enjoy doing that you could potentially make money from. Now, the other side of the spectrum, if you started programming because you actually enjoyed it, then I have a different idea for you. There are a few things you can do. First, you can find a position that's closely related to programming, but is not a developer. For example, you could become a manager, CTO, VP of engineering, developer advocate, or tech evangelist. All these positions are tech positions that are not all programming, but are close to programming and still have parts of programming in their day-to-day. The second thing you can do is pick a new position or a company. Sometimes it's the pay or the title that makes you feel stagnant. Sometimes it's a tech stack, like you're just sick of using PHP still in 2019. Other times it could be the product or the mission of the company. If you despise bodybuilders, you'd probably hate to work on bodybuilding.com's engineering team. And the third thing you can do is learn a new skill that you are interested in that might have a high potential for a need in the future. John Sonmez has talked about this in other videos before, but for me, I picked Amazon Echo development and Google Assistant development 2 years ago. There's not many people in this space and it was brand new, so I started to learn as much as I could, and I became well versed in this space. This allowed me to get positions that I might not have been able to get previously because there was no competition. And doing something like this can give your career a fresh new spin and expand your skill set. So let's look at this from Jose's perspective. So he asks himself the question, why did he start programming? And he realizes that he started because of game development back when he was 12. He's really loved programming his entire life. So he knows he didn't start because of the money. He was doing it for fun for such a long time. He knows he wants to stick to being a programmer, but going back to his roots made him realize what type of programming he wants to do. Ultimately, it comes down to asking yourself why you started and why you like or dislike being a programmer. Ask yourself these questions, and you might find out a little more about yourself than you knew before. I want to hear if you found something about yourself inside this video. Comment below if this video helped you decide to quit or not. Remember, here at Simple Programmer, we make the complex simple. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a great day.